So, once again, this is Super League, Playday 3. We have Moon versus Lin as our opening match. Usually I don't have to introduce these players because everyone knows them. They've been around for 14 years and longer. Moon for sure since 2004. Lin even earlier with the first appearances in televised Korean tournaments. And here they are. Both from South Korea, both 31 years old. It's Night Elf versus Orc. We start on Twisted Meadows. Both with the same win rate against their opposing races. It's 61% for Moon versus Orc, 61% of Lin versus Night Elf. He was struggling recently against the likes of Colorful, but that's it. I mean, he crushed Foggy on Playday 1. Moon seems to have the upper hand when it comes to battles versus Lin, but we'll see if this will be the thing here today as well. Lin won both of his matches. There you go. Lin won both of his matches in the Super League so far, versus Foggy and versus Fly, if I'm not mistaken. No, versus Infi, I'm sorry. 5 points at the moment. This is Moon's debut in the W Super League. So, wins are super important here. Once again, if you win the Series 2-0, you get 3 points. If you win the Series 2-1, you get 2 points. If you lose your Series 1-2, then you get 1 point. And if you are defeated 2-0, then you will get 0 points. And the winner of this best of 3 takes also $60. So that's not too bad. Lin, starting with the Blade Master here. No Farseer play against Moon as it seems, with a Circuit of Nobility right from the start. Moon, unlikely for him, deciding to go for Demon Hunter first and harassing a little bit. With a Huntress opening though, this is still 1.29, so it's not the imbalanced hunts that we have. A Grunt is harassing, but the base is well walled off, and Lin is teching as well. A little ahead, delayed the shop, doesn't need it at the start, didn't take too many hits, only creeping the green spots here, and he is, as Grubby calls it, evasion creeping. Evasion creeping to dodge the Demon Hunter, to not give him too many openings, but this shop offers an opening, this burrow offers an opening. Lin already at 26 supplies, so if he can kill that burrow in the back, he can't go for a second hero. Shop has already been cancelled, but Moon, without evasion, most likely, doesn't want to die for that. It's nighttime, maybe he didn't even see it. The first Huntress is out and the second one is coming with the 33% tech done. And yeah, Moon with wisps and eyes everywhere, trying to find his opponent. But the Blade Master close to level 2. Now he lost half of his HP. And still the shop is not up. But he gets the burrow. So he can go for a Shadow Hunter or TC. I guess it's gonna be a Shadow Hunter though. With a Blade Master, usually that's the second hero of choice. And for Hex, for Heal Wave. Maybe even Serpent Wards if he's up against Mass Dryads and Mass Hunts, then why not? Blade Master gets the second circlet here, didn't find any items yet, but Moon, right in his face once again, he wants to tear down the shop to keep the Blade Master low, and this is working tremendously. We've seen Foggy suffer with the timings, or fucking up the timings a little bit. He can't go for that ultra aggression anymore, but with that delayed shop and Moon's scouting, he knows exactly when to come back and when to deal damage to the Orc progress. It's gonna be hard to cancel the tier 2 buildings though without a Beastmaster, which he doesn't have yet because it's not tier 2. But if you keep the Blade Master at bay, that's already fine. I mean, 400 HP is not too much. Shadow Hunter second, he's going for a Lodge, 3 Grunts on the field. And yeah, with Lin defending here, he can't do too much at all. So finally some creeping. The first creep spot of the day for Moon, who's getting his level 2 here most likely. One hunt or constantly scouting. We see the Beastery as well as the shop. The third attempt, all good things come in threes, I guess. So this time it should work out as it's only one Huntress. It's not enough damage to deal with it, but he buys time with that for his level 2. The Blade Master is scouting in the base, sees the shop, sees everything is walled off. It's nighttime. Oh, there's an entrance! That's a mistake. That's a massive mistake. Keeper of the Grove second, by the way, but those lores are in trouble. He doesn't have a staff. He doesn't have a town portal on his Demon Hunter, so he rebuilds the lore immediately, but I'm not 100% sure that he gets through with this one. Can he block it with the building, maybe? He doesn't want to go for it. Some stutter stepping. Here comes the Demon Hunter, but yeah, with the staff only, doesn't use his town portal. Of course he had a town portal, but didn't want to use it so far. So, No Windwalk anymore. Does he commit to this? There's a Keeper of the Grove now, canceling this attack, and he didn't calculate this in. There's no Windwalk. There's no TP. Moon trapping the Blade Master here. Was that intentional? Was that a bait with this opening? I don't know, man. This lore is up. This one was a little delayed, so Lyn tried to use the Night Elf weapons against Moon. But yeah, it was only a level 1 hero, so I guess for the one lore it was worth it. He saved his Beastery, he saved his Lodge, he's even getting a Warmill up in the back. But the Keeper of the Grove is out. We do have 3 Hunters on the field. Keeper, is he going for Harass immediately, or does he want to just scouting the creeping here? Huh, it's gone. So yeah, he wants to do something. He wants to harass and creep up the Demon Hunter, and that's something not many Night Elves do. Oh, nice flute. This flute is actually 10% on basically everything. Most Night Elves don't see the value of a high level Demon Hunter in this matchup and go for a lot of harass and yeah. What suffers is leveling. But with a Keeper, with some pickups, with some good creeping, this Demon Hunter looks very, very good already. Dryads are coming, no tier 3 tech yet, reinforced defenses, and of course it's Moon Meadows. Of course we expect some expansions here, at least later on. The first Raider gets picked off, and that's big. That's really big. Pendant of Energy for the Shadow Hunter though. Also a nice item to find. So we do have Ensnare now, we do have Spirit Link now. Lyn is getting better. But there's a bunch of Dryads coming. He forgot about a Moon Whirl, so that delays his Dryad production for a bit. Not the super aggressive play that we see so far, especially Lyn. Very conservatively.
Forces are under attack.
Not going for any fly pushes, not rushing with mass raiders or anything. Just very, very standard so far. It's twisted, it's all a little different, so Lyn knows the later the game goes, the better it is for him. Usually, because raiders with siege damage can do so much to Hunters and Dryads, and there's no chokes, no narrow positions, basically, on the entire map. And no tier 3. He really wants to play this kiting game. He brings in Wisp for some detonates, but didn't detonate one of them. Certainly a mistake, but there's only, yeah, those 2 units here. He can mana burn the Shadow Hunter, but not for too much. Heat Wave is rattling through, and he does find some targets, but on the other side, a raid of balls. There's still a lot of normal damage in this. So the army isn't too strong, and Tangle keeps the Kodo at bay, and now the focus fire is working really well. The Demon Hunter is wreaking havoc in the back, burning the Shadow Hunter to, like, he's completely empty now. And if he gets the Kodo, that would be so big. It's a very, very early Kodo for Lyn. He delayed Raiders with that, and Moon takes it off. Of course, Entangle, the perfect solution to that. The Korean Night Elf with great micro, as it seems another Entangle hits another Raider, but I think he has to get out soon as the Demon Hunter is soup. Oh, he swaps the potion to be able to stay longer in this fight. He counters the focus, and he gets the Blade Master for the second fight. Impeccable fight for Moon. Only losing like 1 or 2 units here. And Lyn is struggling for sure. 47 supply on paper against 48, that doesn't seem to be a big difference, but he lost 2 Raiders, he lost the Kodo. That is so expensive, and the Orc sees the necessity to go for siege units here. As he thinks that he will be pushed fairly soon. Moon still going for more Dryads. This Keeper is level 2, has Thorns Aura. The reversed Vamp Aura, I guess. So Vamp Aura usually one of the best auras in the game for Orc. That means Thorns Aura one of the worst for them. Blade Master still only level 2, so he is back soon. But this is complete map control for Moon. He's stealing another shop or another creep spot from his opponent's side of the map. And this time Rune Braces, meh, we'll sell it. But he has a heal scroll, he has an Invo Potion, he has a second heal scroll even. and a heal potion against the hero focus. This is looking amazing for Moon on Moon Meadows. There's still a chance it's still Lin. We saw on Playday 1 how great he is in defending those pushes, but man, another Entangle hits another raid. It must be the third or fourth at the moment. The Hunters, of course, meat shield. It's not too bad if they die. The Dryads are more approachable then, but whatever. It's of course a little normal damage, but yeah, they are the meat shield. Shadow Hunter level 3 now, with still a lot of damage, and the Demolisher, I think Moon didn't expect that. So especially if this semi-choke here, you don't want your Dryads to stay at one place, you really want them to be able to retreat, so they don't suffer from the area of effect of that. But Moon seems like he's expanding at the natural of his, or one of the naturals of his opponent, which is of course a ballsy move, but no, it was just for scouting. 2 and 3 levels on both sides, but Lin doesn't have items at all. He's trying to go for a big consumable, but he's creep-jacked here. Only a Wand of Mana Stealing, and that catapult is so out of position. Immediately sniped. Once again, Entangle on the Kodo Beast. This could be the 2 best pickups that Moon could get for start of the game. Oh, the Kodo didn't munch! And now level 3 for the Blade Master. Okay, but again, the Orc suffering heavily on the start of this fight. And everything is bruised, thanks to Spirit Link, of course. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter, man. This game, almost flawless for Moon. The Keeper of the Grove now in trouble. He does have a heal scroll, uses it, but there is also a staff, another potion being used, and he doesn't even have to staff him out. There's one more Entangle for him, and level 3 now, so Entangle is even better, and Lin taps out. What a performance by Moon! Second map loss for Lin in this entire tournament. That was super impressive. Do you remember exactly 6 days ago when Foggy lost to Lin? And how one-sided it was? What a stomp this was? This is how you play it. Moon just showed us how to play it. Not too aggressive, but poking a little here and there. Of course, cancelling the shop was killer. Cancelling the shop twice, actually. Delayed his Blade Master progress for such a long time. And the fight in the middle, like, of course, afterwards the Blade Master lost, was also a problem, where he didn't expect the Keeper of the Grove, I guess, but he saw the altar working, so you don't go pot him, you don't go Warden second. He must have known that the Keeper is coming and overstayed his welcome there. Thank you, Chaco, Drakatos, and Knopf for the host. Thank you, Jesper, for the bits, and Herr Wusel for gifting the sub to Knopf. Please invite Knopf to cast. It's his birthday. Is that so? Happy birthday, man. I don't know if you can join these games here on NetEase. Like, this is kind of impromptu then. The day is hectic enough as it is, so gonna fly solo today, but I hope you enjoy it. Also, big thanks to Zilla, who donated 50 euros this night. Thanks for casting. Thanks for watching, Zilla. So yeah, that was... I kind of want to say the Moon of the past. Like, so prepared. He didn't give his opponent the opening to go for Moonwells or his shop. He always kept him busy. He had to react to the Demon Hunter in his base, but he didn't, like, get stuck in the base. As you saw when he cancelled the shop the first time. There was a burrow in the back. He could have gone for it. He could have cancelled it easily with the Demon Hunter damage at that level. But he didn't, because he didn't want to get stuck. He didn't want to take that much damage. And then after the first fight, that thing spiraled out of control. Like, there was never this time when Lin had the map control. And usually with the Blade Master early on, you are the one getting map control. But didn't happen. Second map is Amazonia. It's an interesting pick. I think, because it's Lin's pick, and this is usually the Night Elf map. So I wonder if Lin has a special strat, or he thinks that the new orc style with raider aggression early is most beneficial on Amazonia because the base to base distance is so small. I don't know, hard to say. But he will have a plan. I mean, they know about this since 2 days ago, I guess, or yesterday, I'm not sure. But there should have been some time to prepare for what Moon is doing, and for what Lin is doing, obviously. And this is where Moon shines, usually, when he can prepare for his opponent. We have 3 more best of 3s after this one. We have Foggy vs Infi, GTS rematch, Moon vs Foggy, Master vs Apprentice, and Moon vs Infi, the macro monsters. And we have 4 days of casting straight. Tomorrow Remo is going to join again for the first division of W League, where we have TBC versus Shishi, Colorful So-In, TBC So-In, and Colorful Shishi. So no humans, but the other races are there, so that's gonna be fine. On Saturday, Remo will solo cast the 4th day of the Super League. Moon is unable to join at the moment. Since he knows the room number and password, but can't be invited or something. Some issue with that. So we're gonna have the second map very soon. Yeah, we do have new emotes, in case you haven't seen. We have the race crests now. All 4 of them, well designed, I guess, by Count Cardboard. And the Remo Pain face, the Remo Exciting face. New emotes are cool, glad you like it. So it's B2WN, B2WO, B2WH, B2WU for the race crest. B2W Pain for the Remo face, B2W Muse for the Neo face. And what else was it? B2W... I forgot that one. Hype, exactly. B2W Hype it is. There they are. Glad you enjoy them. There's gonna be some more. I think about like Nuke. Nuke would be good. Yeah, to all the 530 subs that we have. Thank you, guys! They only played 1 match? Yep, that is correct. 1-0 for Moon in a very, very, very dominating fashion, I think. Lin really had not a single moment where he was in charge of the game. It was pretty cool. Moon is in, so we can finally start this. Or continue this, rather. Can we get more Neo face emotes? We have B2W Muse, that's new. So, game number 2 is started, Amazonia it is. And my game is starting rather slow, but now you hear the chains. Once again, the 2 highest earning players in Warcraft 3 history collide. And if I'm not mistaken, they're ranked 2 and 3 in the ELO ranking. Yeah, the ELO ranking here is a little outdated. Moon ranked 2, Lin ranked 3 after, or right in front of TH and 120. So since I always exclude Happy from the ELO ranking, those seem to be the top 2 players in the world right now. And Moon, does he have Lin's number? It looked like it on Twisted, but Twisted is Moon Meadows, you know it. And now Lin. What can he bring to the table? What's his reaction? What's his revenge? Normal opening without a shop once again. Moon starting in the bottom left with a normal opening as well. No Beastmaster. No other surprises. No Huntress opening here on AZ, of course, as the map is so small. And the Blade Master can find you basically anywhere. That was Lin's problem on map number 1. He couldn't find his opponent. He tried, he sent out grunts, he sent out the Blade Master when he wasn't dead. But Moon was nowhere to be found. And it is a keeper first. It worked well as a second hero, I guess. And of course, the harassment potential is almost unlimited if you don't have the spell. And there is no dispel. I mean, you can go for a Shadow Priest, but you don't really want that. You want to save the resources. You want to save the resources for the shop even, to have a fast attack. And then you really, really don't want to go for a Shadow Priest to have that dispel.
A player's forces are under attack.
Of course he's squishy, and that's the downside of this strategy. Early shop even, for more clarities, I guess. Oh, Moon. Another lightning shield here. I haven't seen that in a while. But he saves everything and gets the full experience plus a circlet, which is nice. One grunt out, one Blade Master goes to the shop immediately. He once again delays the attack. This is gonna be a level 2 Keeper of the Grove for more stats and more mana.
Player's forces are under attack.
And there it is. More HP as well. I think this is really cool for the Keeper, so he's not that squishy and can take like 1 or 2 more hits. Same goes for the Blade Master here, so the trades, of course. Oh, it's Treants! Oh, this is so nice. You don't really need the Thorns Aura until the later fights, but you lack damage. And he makes up for that with Treants. This is so smart. Can he deny that grunt? It's gonna die for sure. He does. Well done by Lin. But what a nice idea to go for Treants. Maybe I'm a little late to the party and you've seen that on Netties all the time, but this was actually the second time in less than 5 days that I've seen reasonable usage for Treants. And he's there for the shop again with his Treants, who are about to expire though. There's an Archer coming. Can he cancel that again? It's gonna be super close as the Treants are about to expire, but I think he can do it. This is so freaking close. He needs repair. He needs a lot of repair. Entangle on that one, but as the Treants expire, the shop stands. And this is already better for Lin than it was before. Blade Master comes in with yet another item, which is not adding to his damage, but man. That was as close as it gets. Maybe he should have called for more Treants, but then, of course, he doesn't right-click, so I don't know if he makes up for the damage that way. Okay, seems like chat is as surprised as I am, so that's fine. It makes so much sense, right? Usually, you want to use all your mana on the Entangle to get as many kills as possible, but you are level 2. I think you're fine. I don't think the Archer damage was enough. I don't know. Yeah, he moved her, but I don't know. So this is the signature Keeper play. Try to snipe out some peons, works fine, but he's on tier 2 already. Has a lot of gold actually. TC second against this. Blade Master TC. Moon a little behind, and again there's an opening as the shop is not rooted.
A player's forces are
but of course the Blade Master has to be careful to not get stuck again. This happened to Sokol at WCG, shout out Heinrich. And here's tier 2 now, saving the wisps
Can we save the shop as well? There's still enough mana if he detonates. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Ah, I thought he saves it and repairs, but no. So Lin's early game. Shop is up. Blade Master is alive. Double Engine of Wind, by the way. It's Keeper into Talons. He can't root. He can't go for the staff. Since he can't root. This is genius play by Lin. Of course he has to go into Wind. Oh, wow. Wow. This is such a simple move. Going into Windwalk and standing still, hold position. But this is buying him a minute of time. And he can be so sure that there's no attack coming, because without a Separate Preservation, what do you really want to do? I'm kind of forgetting about these treants almost surrounding the Blade Master. That could have been the death right here. There's no mana for Windwalk. I mean, it's Moon. It could still be Fury Dragons or something. But here's the Demon Hunter level 2. The other way around, as it was on Twisted, didn't work that well, I gotta say. This early was not as good as the one on map 1. But on the other side, Lin has almost zero progress on his heroes. Yeah, he's getting 2-2 now, but not an overwhelming inventory or anything. Lots and lots of gauntlets. Blade Master's getting a little better. Moon got the Wind of Illusion, which will help. But he's getting creep-jacked here as well. Full health, not too much mana, he steals the one anyway. And I wonder, yeah, this TC doesn't have Stomp, of course, as he saw the winds. Half a level to level 3, and here comes the next Entangle. This should be the kill on the TC. He does have a speed scroll. And escapes with a heal self. Well done by Lin. Very good micro so far on both sides. But Lin is there, and he doesn't give up his Taskmaster. As the Demon Hunter is still chasing, but not fast enough, not powerful enough to get the kill. Replenishment Potion, of course. Nice now. And yeah, usual Raider Walker play. This time without Kodos, as he's up against Talons. It's confirmed Talons, not Fury Dragons. And it's gonna be... Wow, he's already on tier 3, like 7 minutes 40 in. He's moving out with them, but very carefully. He's not overextending, he's aware that Raiders have End Snare now, and there is one. He saw it with the Keeper of the Grove. This time he can't pick up the first Raider, there's already 2. One is hurt, granted, but that's about it. Orb of Venom already. I like that he scouts with the Keeper, then runs away as there's not too much disable yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
And adjusts his Talon movement accordingly, so he wants to stay as far away from Lin's army as possible, which of course he abuses a little bit to get map control. Like, Moon is trapped in his base, and that Murloc camp was the only one that he could take, while Lin was clearing his own shop. So it's really the other way around than it was on Twisted. Map control by Lin, stealing creep spots by Lin. This was everything that Moon did on map number 1. But we all know the Night Elves get in fighting shape when there's Master and Master's ready.
A player's
no level 3 on neither side here though. Invo Potion and heals for round 1 goes to Lin, and we have a Tinker third. 44 supply versus 48. This is not the 10 supply gap that you want to have, but it's also not a Beastmaster, so it is lower damage. The Treants, of course, a nice addition to block a little and to get the normal damage against Raiders, but let's see how that works. Shockwave doesn't hit too much, but it was before the mana burn, which he wanted to save. Oh, there was no mana burn actually, I guess. Item on the ground, nobody picks it up. It's Sentry Wards, not too impressive. And Moon is backed against the corner here. He has to TP out, but he uses a lot of Cyclone to diminish the damage of the Orc army. That Shockwave was nice, even though it's only level 1. Raiders find their targets. 3 Raiders attacking 1 Talon. That's how you want it. Tinker with an Invo Potion purchase has to use it immediately. Also the heal scroll to just stay alive in that fight. Keeper does some damage with the Entangle. But what can he really accomplish here? He did get some kills. And he does damage to the Raiders, but they're not falling. That's the big issue. Here's one now, level 3 on the Keeper, and so much mana. Not using the Entangle. Here we go. Now he TP's out. Decent fight, I guess. For Moon, according to the position. This could have been way worse. But he's down to 40 supply. Not much gold anymore. And he's moving out immediately to the most open spot on the map. But you don't want to fight at all. So both players used their items. Still one Invo Potion available on the Blade Master. And of course healing. Thanks to the Orc Shop. Moon needs an Invo as well, as it seems. Has no money for a heal scroll, but he can wait a little. But he sure is broke. Like, he needs so much stuff. And this is what I say about talents in 1.30. They're not going to be as mighty because you constantly want to reproduce the talents and buy items. And they're more expensive now, so talents won't be that effective as they are now.
Attack.
First Fury Dragon for the Mana Player form. And this is a nice creep check by Moon. Entangle and Snare. This Raider is dead. Shockwave hits nicely though. 4 talents, 1 strike with the level 2 Shockwave he has. He's not out of mana. He can go for another one. Oh, there we go. Blade Master's kind of surrounded. Has the Invo Potion. Heal Scroll against that. But that was, if I'm not mistaken, the only one. Moon is never losing too much, and thanks to the great usage of Entangle, he constantly trades. Like, he never goes into a fight and does damage. We oftentimes see this versus Orc, where you do a lot of damage as Night Elf, but thanks to Spirit Link it all spreads and you don't kill a unit, and that becomes a problem because you don't get experience and the Orc doesn't have to invest gold to get the units back, only some gold for items. But Moon always gets the kills. Moon always gets the 200 gold to replace the Raiders. And Lin never got to a position where he could push into upkeep so far. So good for them that there's no, what's it called? No additional income the more gold you have. Like, Zinsen, I don't know the word. But okay. Another fight, another great Shockwave by Lin, who has a Mana Potion, the Keeper of the Grove there, in super duper trouble. There's nothing to save him! He had the Invo Potion, but didn't want to swap it. There was also a staff ready, but he was ensnared. So what an opening by Lin. First hero is down, and the major damage of the Entangle is gone as well. So what can he do? Send something out to the tavern, and then you don't have mana, so that's not what you want. The Demon Hunter has only 1 level of evasion, uses the Invo Potion now. Lin's solution seems to be hero focus for now, as he doesn't have mana anymore. For Shockwave he has it now. Staff out, so the Keeper, the Tinker has to run away, but look how well that goes. Not at all. Man, Lin is finding a lot of answers to Moon's play. Gets the double kill, and another Shockwave. Moon trying to split them, but a little too late. And I guess he's out of mana for Cyclone soon. Level 4 Blade Master. And he's getting another surround. Lin playing out of his mind this time. Blocks with the Peon to not open up that surround. Saves the Raider anyway. Lin's sanity in the last couple of seconds in that fight is back. Yeah, Lin is back in this series. One dominating map by Moon. One dominating map by Lin. This was his map choice. So it's justified, and now we go on to map 3. Here, Lin. Interest is what I was looking for. Everything that went wrong for Lin on map 1, he fixed. So very fast adjustments by June Park. And the Keeper, I mean, he had a good early with that grunt kill. Usually, you say you don't lose grunts in the early game, you know. Or you should not lose grunts in the early game. It happened here, he denied it, so it wasn't like level 2.5 keeper instantly. But that was a problem. For sure. That he doesn't have a Demon Hunter, not the right clicks. This time the shop stayed up. He had the heal selves, he had the clarities, he had the speed scroll. That's the Lin I want to see. That's the Lin I expected on Twisted already, but Moon's game plan, maybe he wasn't prepared for that. But man, it's really cool that Moon is also back in championship shape. Is Masters Colosseum 1.3? No. Do you know when Netty's upgrades after Masters Colosseum? Masters Colosseum next weekend, by the way. $28,000, and of course those two players are there as well. Alongside Foggy, 120, Infi, Fly, Lawliot. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really, really great. I'm looking forward to Masters Colosseum. I saw the drafts of the stage, and I don't want to spoil too much, but man, it looks good. Oh, recently I can't read too much chat. Makes me mad. Guys, if you want to see 1.3, feel free to join any first-person streams that are there from Battle.net. There will be times where you will hope that the 1.29 meta was still a thing. So I think my game crashed. Or someone else's, but... it's not responding at all. I hope it crashed entirely, then there's gonna be a restart. Oh, it works! But Lin is not moving. Okay, need a restart. Don't know if it was me, but it worked for me. So I don't think so. There was an issue hosting the game. Oh, a lot of people didn't make it. So it wasn't my fault, that's good. So second try for the final match. It's not gonna be a 2-0, that means nobody claims 3 points. Who's gonna get the 2, though? Moon, this is his first match in W Super League. Lin is still undefeated after defeating Infi and Foggy alike. And second try. Terranas stand it is, of course, the ladder version, LV version. Let's see if this goes better this time. Yep, there we go. Map number 3. Moon versus Lin. The decision. Both have won around $300,000 with Warcraft 3, I guess. Top 1 and top 2 in the earnings ranking. Legends of the game. Part of the Mount Rushmore alongside Grubby and Sky. And many say Lin is the best player this game has ever seen. And I would agree. I mean, Moon is untouchable when it comes to influence, when it comes to dominance in 2005, 6, 7. But there's certainly flaws, like not winning WCG. And of course, the level of play now is higher than it was back then. And what Lyn is doing at the moment is the best Warcraft that I've ever seen. If you don't agree, watch Lyn vs. Infi Map 3. And then we're talking. But of course, Moon, the most influential player of all time. And for the longest time, the best I've ever seen. I mean, nobody can downplay Moon. That's just ludicrous. So we have Moon in the upper left. With the Demon Hunter first. Unusual Engine of War position. Maybe just a fast creep here and then going into the shop. Because you can creep that and then harass. And then creep this one with archers. Or the other way around. We'll see. No barracks by Lyn. That is interesting. It's super fast tech. He already gathers 500 gold. This is gonna be late grunts then.
Under attack.
He can do a lot with the Blade Master alone if he has selves. He can go for this spot, into this spot, into this spot, or he goes into the middle of the map and goes for the 2 permanent items. He has a few creep routes to work with here. And yeah, 4 Moon, who denied the big creep! Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. He got the item, but the lack of experience is clearly visible, so I guess he has to do that now. Most likely was his game plan all along.
Players' forces are under attack.
But this is so much time for Lyn. And this happens to Moon in almost every big tournament recently. That when it's like the deciding game, he denies the creep or loses his Engine of War. And he said to us in an interview not too long ago that he still gets nervous. He's always nervous when it comes to games. I mean, this is what artists say. Like, if they're in a band, they're still nervous when they get on stage, even after like 40 years.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, man. 2 items for Lyn. Not too much experience, only hunting for the items. He didn't dodge the dust. So what can he do? Moon is aware that he's there. Moonwalk and Dust expire around the same time. Dust is gonna be ready soon. Can he reveal him again? Oh, he missed him this time! So yeah, can't do anything against it. Tech is 70% done. This is so fast. Without the barracks. Like, tech without barracks, now going into tech.
A player's forces
Unbelievable.
are under attack.
2 Moonwells here, not really attackable. Early Berserker, okay. Blade Master comes back in here. If he gets this one, it's gonna be so big. He has the time. There's no scan coming. And the Demon Hunter lost XP already. He cannot afford this. But Lyn gets it. And the item as well. Stealing Magpie. Uh-oh. He's sure he can get this. Deals great damage to the Demon Hunter. It's nighttime, so Moonjuice is regenerating, but he only has 2 ready, and this one is empty now. Lyn takes the lead in the early. TC first, second, Beastery Lodge, normal stuff. Look at this, 1/3 of attack ahead. This is so fast, unbelievable. Doesn't creep that perfectly, but I guess there's always flaws in games. Decent inventory, the Scroll of the Beast. I oftentimes say this, if there's no Wisp around, a fantastic item.
Forces are under attack.
There are a few Wisps here and there. Oh, especially here. Moon is coming in, old school Night Elf play. Staff into the Orc base and trying to cancel stuff. There's a lot of HP, of course, on this Beastery, so it's not that easy to kill as a Lodge. Surrounds the Blade Master here who has no mana. He can't walk away. But the burrow is helping. There's no way out except the town portal, by the way. So this didn't accomplish anything. What a reaction by Lyn. He was there. I mean, this is kind of not working anymore because the orcs are adapting so well. So maybe you become a little not careful enough. Or play a little more risky, moving your Blade Master further out and not defend at home. Lin found a good mix, and this time it's standard Moon with a Beastmaster second. Tier 3 on the way. No space for the second Engine of Wind. That could bite him in the ass later. And the Blade Master again. This time he didn't get the item though. It's a health stone. Didn't get the experience either. But he's getting the Engine of War. Which doesn't help with the creeping, of course.
Town is under siege.
And there's not too much to creep for Moon on his side of the map. He got the mercenary camp, he got most of the gold mine, he got the shop. And this is like Lin's map control phase now.
Under attack.
With the first raiders, with Ensnare. Of course he wants to creep as well. Blade Master scouting all the movement all the time. He can do a lot now. Either creep and keep Moon busy with the Blade Master, or just attack. Of course, $60 for the winner of a best of 3 here in Super League.
Are under attack.
And points. Will Lin stay undefeated in 3 matches? Moon has 2 more matches today, so even if he loses this, he can make up for it. I mean, losing to Lin, there's no shame in that. But his goals in leagues where he can prepare should be the number 1. Shockwave into creeps, interestingly. He needs to level, and Moon attacking now. Of course, Ensnare keeps the heroes at bay, but he's not losing Talon's second Berserker already. Tier 3 is done. Master training is cute, but that will take some time. Hellstone. Oh, wow. Hellstone on the Blade Master. This is not the WoW thing, but the expansion is. Very, very early. He has some time, because Master does take time.
Are under attack.
And without Master he won't push. That's for sure. Beastmaster didn't accomplish anything. The hero levels in general fairly low. 3-1-1 with the Tinker Edition third. Level 3 TC already. Level 2.5. 1 heal scroll in the inventory. Constant scouting with illusions. And he has a speed scroll as well. Heal scroll here too. Against the high level Shockwave. This is what Lin always does. Prioritizing the TC creeping. And getting early mana potions, for example. He has such a nice Shockwave precision that it's just fair to rely on it. He embraces again, 1 for the shop. So Moon needs to find a way to break this expansion. He's scouting for it now. Lin is known for this. Also known for premature expansions. When he thinks he has the big lead, but he doesn't. This is a nice timing. Blade Master gets an invul. Oh, only no, a town portal. There was an invul ready. So it's base race. No pillage here. Does he research it? Yes, so it's almost ready. And that's what I said when I saw the Engine of War position. This will bite him in the ass. Cuts production in half. TP now, but only home with the speed scroll. Is it enough? It's only a Tinker harassing as the rest is here, portaled in. And this expo will finish. It's not enough damage from the Clockworks and Tinker. But he's not under attack. Just the Blade Master taking care. TC continuing to creep. Great execution by Lin. So Moon has to rebuild an Engine of Wind. Has to wait for that. Can't really jump on 250 supply. Forgets a few talents in his base. Or it's defense against raiders. But it's 3. So now he sees it with a Tinker in the base. 2 heal potions and the expo is up. And that's a time where it's really hard to cancel. The only good damage you have against it is Demon Hunt, like heroes in general, and Clockworks. And Lin is keeping up the pressure. Now with Pillage, of course, he can get a big gold advantage, even if he loses the expansion. It's time that he gets. And he can wreck Moon's base, keep him supply stuck. And maybe he should have left the talents there for the defense. And it does take a lot of time. Lin is buying a lot of time. He has to build two, like the wind and the two moonwells. He's just going for the tree. Alright. Force the TP. Actually, the expansion stays alive.
The town is under siege.
This is so smart by Lin. And so, like, how he distracts and how he forces his opponent to a reaction. He found the perfect time to push. And of course he's a little lucky with the engine of wind in front of the base. So Moon now has to reproduce 2 Moonwells to get up to 50 supply. Lin is at 46, Expo is back up, he's close, but the Blade Master's not there. Steph is on cooldown. Can he fight without the first hero? Looks like he doesn't even need to fight. No open battle. Doesn't need that. Expo falls this time. A lot of resources invested. Not a single gold coin mined. So you can see that the economy wasn't his biggest priority, building that expansion. 4 walkers, only 2 raiders. And now he turns it around. No reinforced defenses on tier 2 yet, so the burrows are hurt. Blade Master is coming back. He starts the fight without it. No mana burns at the moment. Oh, he burns a walker before he has a big mana potion. Oh boy, this is so many waves. Here's the second one. Blade Master joins the fray as well. Has no invul, so no beast mode. And he really wants to get rid of that dispel. I don't know if that's the right decision. 1 Berserker falls. Another great shockwave. Seems like there's 2 heal scrolls. First one used immediately. Invul and heal potions everywhere as well. 38 versus 48. Level 4 here. Only now level 2. Pocket Factory summoned for some normal damage. But the position isn't that great and the heal scroll is on cooldown. Oh, nice shockwave again. This is so much damage. He used the big mana potion, but there's still 1 more. And they line up perfectly for the next shockwave. Is the cooldown off? Should be in a bit. He needs to burn him right away, but he can't! Everything is in Red City. Heal scroll number 2 to fight against it, but finally the raiders finding him. Still 45 supply. Moon is in deep trouble. He can't even reproduce his army at the moment, floating in 700 gold. Demon Hunter has no TP, gets another potion, but sooner than later this will fall. This was way too many shockwaves. Not the greatest Demon Hunter play there. And even a Raider was getting additional gold for Lin in the meantime, attacking these Moonwells and cancelling the 2 Moonwells. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Lin lost a burrow but reproduced it. He can go back to 50, even 60. And sends out another peon. That's the best time. Lin is stuck at 3 talents until this Moonwell is back. And he has only 1 wind.
Forces are under attack.
Invul potion stolen again. DC with the second mantle. He's not unlucky with his items here. That's for sure. As the game slows down a little. Thank you very much, Lino BSC, for 8-month resub. Much love for Lin, Moon, and you back to Warcraft. Greetings from Western Germany, less than 3. Are we back in the 1980s where we have to separate between Western and Eastern Germany? Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Glad to see you that often here in our stream. So Moon can finally get some units again. But we have 4 raiders. Doesn't even need them for creeping, as he gets level 2 critical strike. Maybe with some talent. Nah. Moon is just completely outplayed, as it seems. He's not giving this up. This is not only about the 2 points. It's not only about the 60 bucks. This is about prestige between them. They know each other for such a long time.
The town is under siege.
Level 5 TC now. Level 3 Shockwave. He can't hit too much. Oh, Blade Master actually without mana. He could have lost the game right there if he has no invul. Oh, Cyclone now. But that gave him time. That invul potion. He wants to go for the surround. He has to fight out. Where's the engagement? Here we go. Pocket Factory is gone instantly. And he has the Health Stone as well. The Shockwave was so sweet. Uses the heal scroll, but that must have been the last one. And Moon calls for the GG. No way to win that fight. And Lin is still undefeated. He was struggling a little on Twisted, where Moon completely outplayed him and got very, very good situations that opened up a lot of possibilities for him. But map 2 was Lin dominance. Map 3 was Lin dominance. Moon, no chance there. And so, it is map score wise. He was 4-1 before. So it's 6-2 for Lin. Getting 0.7, claiming the lead in the league right now. But he has one more match than Lawlight. Moon losing his first match in Super League. To be honest, map 2 and 3 were a little disappointing from Moon's side. Like, he had no answer to Lin at all. He just outplayed him, especially on Amazonia. I see that a keeper first, when you there was this critical moment with the shop. If he gets the shop, it will be the second game that looks like Twisted. But he didn't get the shop, and then it wasn't good enough anymore. The keeper play, not too many kills. So here on on Terranas, it was just dominance from the get-go. Especially killing that second wind hurt a lot, and then killing all the Moonwells hurt a lot. So yeah. Linman, top 1 of the Super League. Now it's time for Foggy. His rematch against Infi from GCS. He wants to get revenge for that, and he finally wants to score the first point. We go into a small break to get that esport money, and then we are back with our European contestant against the former world champion Infi. Stay tuned.